A new study suggests Pfizer's vaccine is effective against the new coronavirus strains that are quickly spreading in Britain and South Africa. Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joining us now with details this afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Nandi.
Good afternoon, Glenda.
So while this study is preliminary, it does sound like great news. What can you tell us about the research that was conducted?
And I'm all about great news. I love sharing it. And a lot of health experts, including myself, have repeatedly said, right, Glenda, that these vaccines should work against these new coronavirus strains. And this research backs it up. It was conducted by the University of Texas. And what researchers did there was take blood samples from 20 folks who'd been fully vaccinated with Pfizer's vaccine. And in a lab dish, the antibodies from these samples were then able to neutralize and fend off the mutated virus, which is really fantastic in my opinion. And what was mentioned, that this is preliminary, not yet peer reviewed, but still extremely encouraging data in my opinion.
So Dr. Nandi, what can you tell us about the mutation that makes these variants more contagious?
So Glenda, the new strains have a common mutation on the spike protein, right? It's called N501Y. The scientists believe that this particular mutation is the reason why these two strains are more contagious. And the strain in South Africa has an additional mutation. It's called E484K. And while Pfizer has not tested its vaccine on it, it will very soon. And I expect it'll also work on this particular mutation, just like Pfizer's vaccine has been shown to be effective against 15 additional possible mutations.
So what about Moderna's vaccine, Dr. Nandi? Have you heard where they are with the testing?
So Moderna believes that their vaccine will still protect people from this new strain of the virus. And the CEO of the company recently said they're close to proving this. So hopefully we'll hear more information soon. Now, I've often been asked about my patients, what happens, right, if the vaccine no longer is effective against COVID-19? And we know this is certainly possible, right, because vaccines are always changing. They start out a little sloppy and they make a lot of changes, which sometimes are meaningless, but they do learn and get better. The viruses to infect new hosts. So if this does happen, right, the vaccines will get tweaked, kind of like what we do with the flu shot. And here's something I want folks to really be aware of, and that's pandemic fatigue. People are this has been a long time, and I know we're all tired, but I'll tell you, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We've been talking about it all year. We got the vaccines now, and these vaccines are being distributed, and it's possible that we can return to some normalcy, and that's fantastic by just late summer. So please stay focused, stay strong, continue to follow the safety protocols, and don't give up. I think we can really get there and get past this.
Thank you for that, Dr. Nandi. We need the good news and we need to fight this virus.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
All right. Alan.